smile? Okay, say bye. Bye. That's all you're gonna get of him because he's not gonna be a little internet baby, are you? No. So you may have noticed I've been posting very sporadically over the past year, which initially was not my intent. As soon as I started this channel, a month later, I found out I was pregnant. And you know what, I was like, okay, word, yeah, I'm gonna have a baby, it's gonna be great, and it's not gonna affect my work at all. Little did I know I was going to be sick for literally I'm not even joking, it was first half of my pregnancy. 20 weeks, I was very nauseous all the time. I was throwing up pretty much 3 times a day. Yeah, a little visual for you there. And I was sleeping all the time, and I was just exhausted. And you know what, I didn't wanna overwork my body, I didn't wanna do something weird to the little baby inside of me. So I was like, Nicole, you gotta take it easy. I know these were your dreams, I know these were your goals, but you gotta put them on hold for now. So I did that. And then I started feeling a little bit better later on, and I was like, you know, pumping out like a little bit more content than I was before, which was not hard because I didn't post for like 3 months. I was kind of like consistently getting back into it again. I was like, nice, this is gonna be sweet. And then you know what? Then I started getting bigger. Started getting back pains. Started getting all kinds of pains. And during that time, I ended up getting a few commissions. Plus, I had a show coming up, so that also took up all my time. So again, I reverted back to cutting down on the YouTube content. Then I was like, okay, well, once I have the baby, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna do a bunch of work when he's asleep. I'm gonna get people to feed him a bottle, and I'm gonna go to the studio sometimes. And then you know what? My wonderful, beautiful baby came. And I realized he does not like to sleep during the day unless he is on me. So that pretty much leaves me on the couch. And when he's awake, you know, I'm obviously interacting with him, teaching him about ABCs, teaching him rap music, teaching him all that fun stuff. And you know what else I didn't know until I got pregnant and had a baby? Babies need to eat like 8 to 12 times a day, sometimes more even. And some babies don't drink out of bottles. Some of those babies being my baby. He does not like to drink out of a bottle, and he needs my boobs like all the time. So needless to say, my life over the past year looked a lot different than I expected it to. And I'll be doing things just a little bit differently. So first off, I'm not gonna be able to work from my lovely studio anymore. Well, I am, but not as often as I would like to. Instead, I will be working from this lovely, white, dull room in my basement. I am so excited, I can't wait. Pretty much the only time I have during the week is from about 8:30 p.m. to about like 12:30 a.m. That's like the longest duration my baby will sleep that I'm like still awake for. I don't know, sometimes I get kind of tired, but whatever. So I don't really want to go to my studio at that time because it's in like an industrial area and that's kind of creepy on its own, but also it's like an old factory. So it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of scary. It's like, I think the factory's from like the 1800s and there's probably like mad ghosts in there. Like I get ghost vibes when I'm there alone. So just imagine me being there at night. I'm like, no, that's okay. I'll pass. And anyways, it's more convenient for me to just come downstairs into my basement in case, you know, he wakes up and he's like, feed me. And then I can just be like, okay. So that's the plan, be working from down here. What does that mean for my art? Well, I will not be doing such large scale work this year. Well, I'll still be doing that, but like only on the weekends. For the most part, I'm gonna be focusing on smaller work, which means I will be experimenting with different mediums more, which I'm excited about. So I really love graphite. I worked with graphite for years and years and years. It was like the first medium I fell in love with, but I haven't touched it in a long time. Why? Because, you know, I've been painting my acrylic paintings. Why? Because they sell and I'm a hustler, you know, I'm here for that cheddar. So I plan to use a lot of mediums that I haven't used in a long, long time that I really, really love, such as graphite, as I mentioned before, watercolor, colored pencil, I wanna try gouache, inks, you name it. I'm trying it all. I really wanna work on my sketchbook. And you know what sketchbook stuff is great for? YouTube content. That's right, folks. This is going to be the year where I'm finally going to be able to focus on YouTube. I kind of got the distractions out of the way. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take commissions this year. I'm still gonna do art shows, but I'm only gonna focus like stuff for art shows on the weekends. So throughout the week, it's just gonna be purely YouTube content making and like doing art for like YouTube content, you know? So my goal is to post at least 3 times a month, probably like every 10 days or so. It's gonna be super fun. I'm excited. Can't wait to come out with a bunch of videos for you guys. So make sure you subscribe now, because you know, you don't want to come in at the end when like shit is popping off and people are like, oh, I remember you in the beginning. No, you want to be here from the beginning. So get your ass on the subscribe button and come along for the ride, my friends.